everybody, it's Niall. Welcome back to Niall Reads Smiles. Hello everybody. Okay, so today is Monday. I'm actually starting a vlog on a Monday. So what are we doing today? I am currently bullet journaling. I have been getting so into bullet journaling, but I will talk more about this in January because I'm still kind of like figuring it out. So yeah, once I feel like I have reached a more professional level in bullet journaling, I'll make hopefully a video on it. But I don't know if you guys can tell, but I am vlogging on a new camera. I'm so excited. I'm still figuring out how to use it, so I apologize if like it seems a little off from my normal videos, but give me like a month and then I'll have it like down pat. But I am currently rewatching my old videos. I am making a list of my 2018 favorite books. This is an awful point I paused it at. Oh, that's better. My hair was so short, you guys. Oh my god. I'm rewatching all of my wrap-up videos and compiling a list of my 2018 favorites. I don't know if you guys know this, but this year, and I think I actually started this back in like 2017, but I stopped tracking the books I was reading. A lot of you guys asked like what my Goodreads is and stuff like that, and I'm always like, I have one, but I don't use it, and now it isn't until the end of the year that I regret not having tracked any of my books, so I have to go back and watch my own videos to figure out what I read. There are definitely books that like stand out this year that I already put on my list, but just so I don't forget anything or leave anything out, I'm going through all of my videos. So yeah, speaking of bullet journaling, today's video is so kindly sponsored by my friends over at Skillshare. I love Skillshare. You guys hear me talk about them all the time. Skillshare is one of the largest online learning platforms, so if you're interested in writing, bullet journaling, graphic design, videography. I'm currently watching videos on Skillshare to learn how to use my new camera that I'm vlogging on right now. But they have thousands of professional classes in all different sorts of subjects, specifically creative subjects, like I said, writing, art, and the videos are taught by professionals as well, which is awesome. Skillshare was so kind to give me a link, which I will include in the description box. So the first 500 people to click and sign up will get a 2-month free trial, so you can check it out, check out the videos, see if you like it. Yeah, so thank you so much to them. All right, okay, so what am I reading this week? So if you guys remember my last vlog, I had finished Queen of Air and Darkness, and I finally feel like it's been almost like 4 or 5 days since I finished it, I think. Wait, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah, it's been about 5 days since I have finished the book. I feel like I have fully recovered and I am ready to get back into reading other books. I have to definitely give myself some time to process and to chat with other people who have read the book and just get my feels all sorted out. And now I'm going to jump back into Middle Game by Sheena McGuire. If you guys remember, this was the book that I was reading before. I'm so excited to finish it because this book is so good. It's dark. I think I described it in my previous video as like Frankenstein meets philosophy. Don't think I forgot about this bad boy over here. I am just, okay, I'm 100 pages into this book. I think during the Fall into Fantasy readathon, I got 50 pages into it. I read another additional 50 pages after I finished Middle Game by Sheena McGuire. I plan on going back into this one. My goal, my TBR for December is to finish Middle Game, hopefully Tower of Dawn, Kingdom of Ash. Like Kingdom of Ash and Tower of Dawn are just like my main goals if I want to finish before 2019. I was hoping to finish these books before I filmed my 2018 favorites video because I had a feeling Kingdom of Ash may get onto that list, but I'll never know now. I think together this is almost like 1,500 pages, I think, which is a lot. Hopefully we'll finish Tower of Dawn this week as well. And then I can just spend the last like week and a half of this month reading Kingdom of Ash. So I'm going to finish making my list. I can't believe I forgot so many books that I read earlier this year that I absolutely love. Like I read A Darker Shade of Magic this year. Can see this, but I'm about to Yes, I'm about to film my 2018 favorites video, and I'm so excited because I finally last night narrowed down my list to like 10 books, and I was just like having so many nostalgic moments yesterday going through all my videos and just reminiscing on all the books that I read and experienced this year. I just kind of it brought back the feels for me. Yeah, I'm about to film that video. Hopefully it will be under 30 minutes because you guys know how I am, like with any book that's my favorite book, I can talk forever about it. So hopefully I can keep the rambling to a minimum. I wanted to update you guys on my reading. I am currently 200 pages into Tower of Dawn. Oh my god. Okay, so I paused middle game once again last night because, okay, I really am enjoying this book, but I don't know why the middle of the book, I'm like halfway through the book right now, is very slow. I think I read another like 30 pages and literally nothing happened within those 30 pages. And it was just really, there was like the characters were just having a lot of conversation. There was a lot of dialogue, but nothing was happening, and it just kind of got a little stagnant, and I kind of got a little bored, I'm not gonna lie. The beginning of the book was amazing, so I don't know if it's just because, you know, it's the halfway point and the characters are waiting to do something that it kind of slowed down. But anyways, yeah, I got bored. And so I was like, there's nothing happening, and so I decided, I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna read another chapter of Tower of Dawn, and I had a huge revelation last night, you guys. I don't know which one it was in. I don't know if this happened in the Assassin's Blade or one of the other books in her series, but there was a character that appeared in the book briefly. And I always wondered what happened to this character. Her name was, would it be spoilery to say? No, I don't think so. Okay, her name is Irene. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's spelled Y-R-E-N-E. I started reading this book, right? It's like her name sounded so familiar, and I'm like, I know she appeared in one of the other books, but I just couldn't remember which one. And then the last night, it all came back to me, and I remembered like the whole, like what happened, and oh my god, I am just now in love with Tower of Dawn. I'm 200 pages in, and I am so invested in all of these new characters. Specifically, this character I'm talking about right now, who she's not technically new, but she had like a brief appearance in the previous books, and now we finally get to know like what happened 2 years later, and everything is just connecting. I love how Sarah J Maas leaves all these sort of loose ends and then is just now going to tie them all up, and it's just Cale, who's the main character in this book, he's growing on me. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, as you guys know, he wasn't my favorite character, which is why I didn't want to read this book, but you find out so much about him, and I think, you know, in the other books, because he was never the main focal point, well, I guess in the first book he was, but he kind of lost that main character position. Yeah, but no, I am just, I don't know, I'm growing to like him more. I still don't love his character, but I am enjoying the interaction between him and other characters in the book. So I need to go and film this video because I have all these books. I'm gonna prop you up on my desk. Hopefully it doesn't look too messy back here. Please, I'm doing a book unhaul as well as filming my 2018 favorites video. So if it's a mess, that's why. I promise it'll be organized soon. So this first package I just got today, and this is from Penguin Random House. So thank you so much to them. Oh, Doctor Who, The Secret in Vault 13 by David Solomons. I think this is the author's name. So I have a Doctor Who book here. I have never watched Doctor Who, I know. I know. Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald movie magic. Oh my god, they sent me the movie flip through sort of book with images and still shots. This is so cool. The next book I got, I already posted a photo of on Instagram because it's so beautiful, but this is the special velvet cover edition of Black Leopard Red Wolf, and you guys, this has to be the most beautiful cover I think I've ever seen. Look at this. So this is a new fantasy book, and it is African inspired, so I'm so excited. A few authors commented on the photo saying they already read an arc of it and that it was amazing, so I'm very excited to dive into it. But this is just the sleeve. I'm gonna show you. Oh, I don't know if I can show you the actual cover. It's underneath here. The art behind it. Thank you so much to Brooke from Riverhead Books for sending this to me. The last thing I got is this box, and it's for the Mortal Engines book. Check this out, guys. So it's a wooden crate, and it says Mortal Engines on it. And oh my god! These are expensive. Oh my gosh. I can't believe they have it in a promotional box. It's so cool. So I'm guessing these are characters from the book. And look at the movie. Wow. I get like Little Red Riding Hood vibes from this. I think it's just the scarf. That was my little book haul. Now I'm going to put all this stuff back in the boxes and then film this video finally. Okay, so it is Friday. It is currently 5:30 in the morning. Why am I up this early, you're asking? I don't know. I have been up since like 4:30 this morning and I just finished Tower of Dawn. I was gonna wait until like, you know, the sun came up to talk about my feels and my final thoughts, but I could not wait, so I apologize that it's still kind of dark and I'm kind of whispering because everyone's asleep. I read the very last, I think 106 pages this morning, and dare I say this, but this might be one of my favorite books in the entire Throne of Glass series. Not only is this one of my favorite books in the series, but Chaol, I think, is one of my new favorite characters now. I feel like such a hypocrite because you know what? You guys were right, okay? You were right. You guys were right. I'm so happy. I listened to all of you guys in the comments who told me you have to read this book because this book completely changed my perspective on Chaol, and he is now one of my favorite characters. And I was so surprised. Like, it's been so long since I have just been this blown away by a book. And I mean, like I said, going into this book, I really, this is making me like regret. This is making me question all my life choices. I didn't think I was going to enjoy this book. I did not like the main character. I did not even think I needed to read this book, and now this book might be my second favorite book in the entire series next to Heir of Fire, which is my favorite book. From the very first book, the reason why I never really liked Chaol as a character wasn't because he was like bad in any way, but I just always felt like he was this sort of two-dimensional character, and I never really felt like I knew him very well. I feel like one of the things I really enjoy about Sarah J Maas's books is that her characters are so like fleshed out, and some of you guys who hate Sarah J Maas are probably like rolling your eyes right now, but I personally think that she creates a very, it's a fantasy world, so not realistic, but very 4-dimensional characters. You know what I mean? It creates characters that are very fleshed out, in my opinion, and that I could easily picture having a conversation with. But Chaol, sadly for me, throughout the whole series, I just was never able to see him as a real person, if that makes any sense. In the book, he's this very like emotionless character, at least that's what I felt like, because, you know, he's captain of the guard, he always has this like mask on, and I never felt like there was ever a moment in the series where I got to see who he really was and what was going on in his head. He always just seemed very robotic, very two-dimensional. I feel like Chaol was like Pinocchio, and he finally became a real boy in this book, or a real man. We finally got to see what was going on in his head during a lot of the moments that happened in the previous book. There's a lot of flashbacks in this book, and because of the way the plot is in this book, Chaol is having to reflect on a lot of stuff that he did in previous books, and I finally feel like during all those moments, during all those reflection periods where we're in Chaol's head, we got an explanation, we got the emotion that I wish I got to read about during the actual scenes in the books previous. I feel like I know so much more about him now, and we get more of a backstory, and I wish we got this sort of backstory sooner, but honestly it was worth waiting to have a whole book just dedicated to him, because now I feel like I know him, and I'm just sad a little bit because I really hope Sarah J Maas does not kill him in the last book. Not only that, but there are so many other characters now that I absolutely love, and I'm so excited to see them in the next book, and just to see how the characters in this book, who are pretty separated from like everyone else, I'm excited to see them meet the whole other crew, I guess you could say, or like all the other characters, and see their interaction. Tower of Dawn was 10 out of 10. This is my, you know what, I'm gonna officially say this is my second favorite book in the whole series. I did not I did not expect this to happen. I am going to take the L. and say that I was totally wrong and I completely misjudged what I thought this book was going to be about, and it ended up being this wonderful, beautiful character arc for Chaol, and I am just, wow, like, I'm just, oh my god. Anyways, yeah, it was fantastic, and now I am officially ready. Am I ready to start Kingdom of Ash? And I am just, I'm like trying to emotionally prepare myself for this book. I will also, for anyone who doesn't know, I'll be turning 20 the day after Christmas, so in 5 days, which officially marks me having read this series for 5 years. I started this series when I was 15 years old, I think. 15 or 6, I think I was 15. So I have been reading this book series for 5 years, and I feel like it's the perfect time to finish and read the last book in this series, and I feel like it's closing off an era, not only for this series but for me personally, so I'm just, we're not gonna get emotional. Anyways, thank you guys so much for following along. Okay, until next time, keep reading, and I will talk to you guys later.